What's up, vinyl community? It's your boy Chris coming at you live on Record Store Day Eve from the man cave, as always. Got a couple of grails. I mean, it's all grails all the way across the board that I'm getting ready to show you guys. I was going to do two unboxings and then the reveal of a grail acquired in a recent trade. But one of the boxes had a record that I had to get to a friend, so I had to go ahead and open it. I'm going to go ahead and show you the records that I got from it anyway, but won't be unboxing it live for you guys. But got two grails to show you that I just got from a friend in DC. Jason, shout out to you, my brother. Cheers. Hope you're enjoying your Friday evening. My boy Tree in Colorado. Cheers. Also hope you're enjoying your day. And one that I got in via trade from my boy Ed. And also hope you're enjoying your day as well. Beautiful weather out here today, isn't it, man? Jeez, mid-80s, wow. So I hope you guys are all doing well. I'm gonna try to see if I can get through this relatively quick, because I'm no doubt gonna have a Godfather 2-esque Record Store Day video coming for you guys probably later this weekend. So I might as well go ahead and get you guys up to date as quick as I possibly can. The two that I'm getting ready to show you first are from my boy Jason at the Jazz Basement. Awesome dude. Again, I'm in contact with this guy every day. He looks out for me all the time. I look out for him. It's just that kind of relationship that we've got. Two OG, what I consider grails. Grail, that's, you know, it's subjective. I mean, you know, but for me, grails. First off, I love Benny Golson. And he had some luck with Benny Golson recently, and I believe HR Records. Jason, if you watch this video, buddy, and I'm wrong, please correct me in the comments if you would. I'd appreciate it. But on Prestige / New Jazz is Getting With It, Benny Golson. Boys, you guys already know how I wag and wheel. This OG mono type shit's flat out. Wonderful stuff. Benny Golson on tenor, Curtis Fuller on trombone, Tommy Flanagan on piano, Doug Watkins on bass, Arthur Taylor on the sticks. And get a look at that one. Nice little promo copy here. Thrilled to have it. But I believe Jason snagged this one among a couple of other Benny Golson titles at HR Records. Again, I think in DC. I'm not positive. Jason, man, I really look forward to joining you one of these days at HR Records, man, and digging through some wax together. That's going to be super freaking cool. Next one I also believe he got from the same shop. Different days, but I believe from the same shop. It's one I've been after for a while. What's funny about jazz is the longer you're into jazz, the more you delve a little deeper. You go a little deeper. You stop looking for the obvious, Coltrane, Davis. You stop looking for the obvious and you start digging deeper and you start branching out. You start enjoying free jazz more, spiritual jazz more, more introspective jazz more. You just start getting there. No different than any other genre really. With rock, I mean, maybe you start out on classic rock and then you dive into psychedelic rock and garage rock. I mean, it's just how it happens. I mean, to me, in my opinion, you're not doing yourself much of a service as a listener if you stay listening to the same shit forever. Branch out. There's too much wonderful stuff to just stick in one little niche, like a little area. That's just my personal opinion. And this one right here is one that I love. I've been after for a long time, but a lot of people that I've talked to about it that I know to be smart jazz guys had no idea what it was. But let's see how many of you do. It's Nathan Davis, Makatuka. Yeah, this bitch is clean. Yeah, it's original stereo pressing. Freaking, like I said, super clean. Wow. I can't remember how you pronounce the name of this record label, if it's Sieg or Seg, or I'm not positive, but I love the record. I love Nathan Davis. It's Nathan Davis on tenor / soprano, and bass clarinet. Nelson Harrison on trombone, Joe Kennedy on piano, Don DePautis on electric piano, Roger Humphreys on drums, Mike Taylor on bass, Virgil Walters on electric, and some vocal. You got Willer instead. I love this record, and I've been after it for years. And I think HR had posted that they had it, and I immediately hit Jason up. And Jason had, really no knowledge of the record. Jason, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe you told me that you really didn't have any knowledge of the record. But he snagged it for me because he's my boy, and that's just what we do for each other in the vinyl community. I am super stoked. This is yet to go on my turntable. Maybe it will here in about 10 minutes. I really hope so. If I can have a little bit of time. I got a busy evening planned, and I got a busy weekend ahead of me. But maybe if I'm lucky, I'll have time. I love this record. Nathan Davis, Makatuka. Wow. Thank you, Jason. All right, next up is Never Been Open. A little unboxing for you guys from my boy Tree from Colorado. A Supreme Love here on YouTube. Let's see if we can go ahead and get this going. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think there's 3 records in here. 2 I know about, 1 I don't. I think Tree threw 1 in as a surprise for me. But I'm very much looking forward to it. A couple I know what they are. A couple of purchases to help Tree towards some more purchases of his own. That's just kind of how you stay in the game, honestly. Got that. Of course, there's going to be some paint tape. Always going to be packaged wonderful if it's a package from Tree. One of these is sealed, guys. I've had the best year I've ever had for sealed original jazz this year. I've had, I think this makes 5. I think. For starters, okay, cool. For starters, I'm gonna go with a surprise from Tree, the one that I didn't know about. Good stuff. Anything with Dexter Gordon on it. Not to spoil anything for you guys, but Some Other Spring, Karen Krog, and Dexter Gordon, Kenny Drew, Niles Henning, Orsted Peterson, and Espen Rudd. Cool stuff. I've never heard the record, but I know the players. So that's awesome. Looking forward to spinning it. Thank you, Tree. You didn't have to do that, buddy. I appreciate the gift, man. That's awesome. I appreciate you. And now, to get to the meat and potatoes of the box. This one is one that Tree had focused on recently in one of his videos. I think he did an unboxing for. It was a big find for him, big grail for him. But something always comes up in the vinyl community. He decided he wanted to part with it, needed some extra cash, and so he hollered at your boy, who at the time all I had was a Japanese pressing, and now I have an original stereo of The Thing to Do with Blue Mitchell. Blue Mitchell with Junior Cook, Chick Corea, Gene Taylor, and Aloysius Foster. What a wonderful record. See if I can knock off some of that glare. Wonderful stuff. Super clean. Man, that's a clean copy. At least the cover. I hadn't even got a chance to look at the wax yet. But damn, this cover is clean. Only can imagine if the wax looks half as good. Whatever, I'll fight with that later. Oh yeah, she clean. She's definitely clean. Original stereo. Get a look at that, guys. Splat out. Bitch is clean. I gotta tell you, Tree, very excited about this one, my man. Glad to add it to my collection, original stereo. I can't say that I'm gonna ever look to upgrade from this copy, man. She's so clean that I don't think I'm gonna ever need to. About the only way I can see myself upgrading. You guys know here lately I got a penchant for the sealed stuff. But that's about the only way I could see myself doing so. So, thanks, man. Damn, I appreciate it. It's wonderful. And the last neat little story behind this one. So it wasn't that long ago that Dylan at Noble Records, you guys hear me talk about him in fair portion of my videos. Got this big jazz collection. Lots of great stuff. I picked up several of them. You guys might remember in my video a few videos back. For any of you guys who still watch, all my videos, I think there's 2 or 3 of you left. But you guys might remember, I got a nice little, Set the Noble Records single day spending record, buy a lot, and grabbed myself a few Eternal Grails. Set my record for expense for a single record. But anyway, one that I didn't walk away with that day because I already had an original mono copy of it was the one I'm getting ready to show you, and it was sealed and it was sitting in the super holy moly wall. But I didn't walk away from it that day. But I went home and I was thinking about it. I was like, man, I wonder if I can get somebody to buy my original mono copy, then I can go back after the sealed. So I tried for a little bit and just didn't ask the right person. But I tried, couldn't get any bites. So I'm like, okay, all right, well, it's still sitting up there. And then Tree came down from Colorado to visit to Charlotte, and he used some of his store credit and he nabbed it. So I'm like, oh, okay, well, cool. All right, whatever. I've still got a copy. But he got back home, and I can't remember what it was he was after to buy. I can't remember. But he needed some quick money. And so he immediately offered it up to me before he even had a chance to open it. And she is now mine. And it is a sealed original mono copy of Thelonious Alone in San Francisco. Again, OG mono copy. Wow. Whole record of great piano solos by, in my opinion, the greatest jazz pianist that ever walked the face of this earth. And we are going to open this bitch together. First of all, let's get this in on the sleeve. Get Dylan puts on all his records that I can't stand. And no, I will never stop mentioning or repeating my disdain for those. And then second of all, let's go ahead and get this original shrink. Go ahead and open this bad boy up, let it breathe. This record was put on this earth to be listened to and to be enjoyed forever. It's so old. I kind of wish it went right off. Other than a couple of bumped corners from sitting on a damn shelf for so long. Here's a little bumped corner there. Let's see what we got here. Inner sleeve, little tear on it. I mean, it's been sitting in there for about 5 decades now. And then other than a little dust on the inside, Riverside OG Mono, splat out, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. God, that's clean. It's just dust. That's literally all it is. It's a little dust just from sitting inside of the jacket for 5+ decades. That's amazing. So away with that terrible sleeve. Let's go ahead and add this one to it. Make this my new forever sleeve for this one. Maybe not forever. I'll eventually. Big goal of mine to go through and replace all my sleeves with the highest quality sleeves I can think of. Man, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Thelonious Alone in San Francisco. OG Mono, sealed until just now. And going on the platter sometime today. Wow. Goosebumps, guys. Goosebumps. And the last one. Last but not least. So you guys remember my last video. Well, maybe. Like I said, the 2 or 3 of you that watch the videos might remember my last video from my just, simple, dig at Noble Records. I scored a Liberty copy of the next album. And then come to find out that Liberty copy was once mine, sold to a buddy, sold back traded back to Noble because he got an original, and I only sold it in the first place because I thought I was going to get an original, and it fell through. So I kind of went back and home and contacted my boy Ed real quick, kind of talked a little bit of smack and everything like that, and next thing I know, he and I were working on a deal. We were working on a trade. He did trade or sell, whichever, the copy of that album, which I still have in my possession, is sitting right over here, to Dylan because he got an OG. He did do that. But then he was willing to offer up his OG that he had gotten if I would be willing to part with an OG from another artist, because those are hard to find. Horace Parlan, Up and Down, original mono. And I love that record. I love Horace Parlan. I've had a few years to enjoy it for myself, and he was offering this up, and then the more we talked about it and the more we exchanged pictures, the more it just clicked for me. It's like it almost feels like this deal's destined. So we made the deal. So it's Joe Henderson, Our Thing, original mono. Let's get some of this damn glare up out of here. Original mono. Wow. Joe Henderson, Kenny Dorham, Andrew Hill, Eddie Kahn, and Pete LaRocca. Guys, I love this album. I love everything Joe Henderson. And as you guys can see, the album is fucking clean. Boy, Ed had nabbed it. Wow. Jeez. Splat out. Super freaking clean. Guys, I mean, anytime you ever ask, you know, you talk about who wins a trade, it's most often discussed in sports and things like that. It's like, it's subjective, but in sports, you know, it's usually results based, you know, which team did best or whatever. And this one is just enjoyment based. And as much as I love that Horace Parlan record, I have had the privilege of having it as an OG for 2 or 3 years, and I will get another one, don't get twisted. He got something he wanted, I got something I wanted. I'm happy with it. So, thanks, Ed, if you're watching. Cheers to you. So, as you guys can see, a few jazz grails that I showed you guys. Man, some major stuff I just realized. I hope you guys are having a wonderful weekend. I hope you all go out and have a wonderful RSD. And, hey, real quick, shout and shot, because somebody asked me about 2 weeks ago if I was ever going to talk about another genre besides jazz. I'll have you know, I bought the Encanto soundtrack. Encanto, whatever. We don't talk about Bruno. Anyway, hope you guys are having a wonderful weekend. Hope you're getting what you're looking for on RSD. For all of you people just going for that Taylor Swift record, I think you're going to fuck around and come up and shout, unless you camping out. And until next time, until next video, keep dropping that needle, you guys.